Hello there, my name is Juliette Forrest and I'm at the lovely Portobello bookshop, and this is my book, The Night My Dream Came Alive. So this is about a girl who's never had a dream and she's desperate to have one. Luckily for her, in town there's a shop called the Dream Store and it sells every dream imaginable to children. But what she doesn't know is that she mustn't have a dream, because if she does, what she dreams of will come alive. So I'm going to be doing a wee reading from the first chapter, and Ollo, that's the girl's name, has been chased by the school bully, but she spotted the Dream Store and she's going to go inside the shop to hide from her. As I approached the Dream Store, the door was slightly ajar. Above it, stenciled in gold lettering, was "Dreams come true with DreamDrops." The bell tinkled sweetly as I slipped inside and leaned hard against the door to close it. Outside, there was a rumble of footsteps as Roxy Patterson and her gang charged past, heading towards the lockup at the end of the street. Not another soul was about. The lights were off and it was as quiet as a Sunday morning. With its high ceilings and long, narrow floor, the shop was much bigger on the inside than it looked from the outside. The scent of toffee popcorn was intoxicating and made my stomach rumble. For as long as I could remember, the store had sold every type of dream imaginable to children. There were ordinary dreams, the ones most people had every night, and then there were DreamDrops dreams, which were the best, most exciting, nightmare-free adventures you could ever wish for while sleeping. They were suck-your-cheeks-in expensive, but everyone at school had them, because all I heard were kids going on and on and on about them in class, in the canteen, on the playing field, in the library, and during detention. I'd give my right arm for a dream. I'd give my left arm too, but because I couldn't, the drops were my only hope of ever having one. Unfortunately, there was no way my family could afford them, which Roxy Patterson loved pointing out to anyone who'd listen. A movement caught my eye. In the large window display, 6 dark blue Galaxy Exploration DreamDrops bottles twinkled under bell jars. A 3D hologram of a space woman bounced around as though she was striding gravity-free on the surface of the moon before being scooped up by a rocket ship. She then zoomed in between shooting stars and red planets that hula-hooped their purple neon rings. A step forward. The floors and walls of the Dream Store were covered in square tiles that glowed a soft, cloudy white. Oversized bottles of DreamDrops sat on plinths dotted around the front of the room. Behind them, on white shelves, were hundreds of their real bottles, each one filled with tantalizing adventures. I walked further into the store and spotted a bottle in the shape of an elephant's head. I picked it up. Safari Adventure DreamDrops. I'd never seen anything so beautiful in my life. As I ran my finger gently over the stopper, the elephant flapped its ears and trumpeted. The drops rattled softly as I examined the khaki bottle, amazed at the raised outlines of lions, rhinos and hippos on the glass. Cradling the bottle to me, I wished it was mine, because if I could finally have a dream, Roxy Patterson would stop picking on me and she'd have to go and find someone else to slap with her giant hands. "The store is closed," said a voice behind me. I whirled around, startled, and let go of the DreamDrops, which fell to the floor, snapping the elephant's trunk clean off. I dropped to my knees and scooped the pieces up, my cheeks burning hotter than a frying pan. Please leave it. I'll tend to it later. The man studied me as though I was an exhibit in a museum. He wore a faded dark green tartan suit and a bright orange shirt. His face was covered in wrinkles, like the skin on hot milk when it puckers up. He had eyes the same colour as whirlpools that swallow ships. A bird sat on his shoulder, but I wasn't sure if it was real because this was the dream store.